For a legislature to bring a nation together, its citizens must believe it is genuinely representative. What does that mean exactly? The great political theorist Hannah Finichel Pitkin defined representation as the making present in some sense of something which is nevertheless not present literally or in fact. She observed, now, to say that something is simultaneously both present and not present is to utter a paradox, and thus a fundamental dualism is built into the meaning of representation. Representation is not a simple concept that can be boiled down to being a faithful messenger of known information. Nor is it just about one person being like a group of others, what theorists call descriptive representation. Representatives should be articulate rather than just typical, as Pitkin puts it. To successfully represent a constituency, a member must be accepted as a legitimate spokesperson for the community. To successfully represent a whole nation, the assembly of members must find a way to transform the concerns of all their constituencies into a meaningful and authoritative proceeding. Our modern perspective gives us a particular idea of how this will operate. Nearly all of us share certain democratic ideas about how elections should work, believe that our actual election procedures instantiate those principles tolerably well, and are prepared to abide by the results of elections, whatever they may be. But we should not think that representative government and democracy are the same thing. They are not. Indeed, representation and democracy are ideas somewhat in tension with each other, and historically, it was representative government that emerged first in our nation's prehistory. The English Parliament, the ancestor of our Congress, was not established by a charter document like the U.S. Constitution. It did not come to possess its legitimacy by an act of democratic ratification or even through obedience to a clear set of procedures. Magna Carta in 1215 did not create it, and in fact there is no decisive founding moment to single out as the institution evolved in the 13th and 14th centuries. It emerged not because of any principled commitment to representative government, let alone political empowerment of regular people, but because an institutionalized body provided a practical way of working through tensions between the king and his barons, whose consent and cooperation he needed to levy taxes.